Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this MUNBYN mixed denomination money counter. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So if we look at the box here, it doesn't give any indication of what this is if you need some discretion. So let's get this open. So it looks like we have a display here, power cable. Here we have the counter. Pull this out. It looks like it does have a handle on it. Ditch the box here. Now some people may want to keep the box to store this in, like if you're only counting money a couple times a year, and other people may use this on a more frequent basis. Let's get the manual out here. So it looks like we have an extra fuse. I think this is going to be a cover for it. Brush, that'd be for cleaning it, I'm guessing. Microfiber. This looks like it's probably a calibration sheet of some sort. And here we have the manual. Let's take a quick look at it. Now I'm not covering everything in here. You'll want to read through it on your own. This shows the different parts. So we have the hopper sensor, TFT display, stacker sensor, stacker, adjustable banknote guider, handle, panel, side cover, and impeller. On the back we have power switch, power socket, USB port, external display, and printer port. This shows what's in the box. We have the banknote counter, external display, power cable, nylon brush, fuse, calibration paper, dust cover, user manual. This talks about installation. So it has some tips. It says for indoor use only, you want it on a flat surface and don't place it around flammable items. This is how you connect it up. So you plug the power in and then plug in the external display. Here's the display. Has AM button. It says press to choose manual or auto counting mode. In auto mode, counting will begin as soon as bills are placed in the hopper. In manual mode, counting begins when the user presses start. Print button. After connecting the printer, press the button to print the information about cash counting. Add button turns on and off the add function. Then we have batch for batch function, currency for different currency counting, mode to switch between different counting modes, long press to adjust the sensitivity of counterfeit detection. We have detail, menu, escape, start. And we have the display, operating instructions. So it has a self-check. This talks about how to use it. Place neatly arranged banknotes into the hopper according to the following steps to avoid jamming. They recommend not inserting more than 150 at a time. So they give details on that. It defaults to automatic mode. Counting mode, CNT, has no anti-counterfeiting function. It only calculates the number of banknotes. So if you have all the same denomination and you know they're not counterfeit, you can use that to just count them out. Sorting mode will count banknotes of the same denomination as a selected currency. The first banknote counted will serve as a reference, and the device will also save detailed information about the counted banknotes. In MDC mode, it will count all denominations. Then batch mode, press the batch button to sequentially change the batch number. Add mode, the number of banknotes will accumulate continuously. Has currency mode, so we have USA, European, Mexican, Great Britain, and Canadian. Then it has print function, settings, service menu. So it has lots of detail on this. Function menu, time setting, software upgrade, some error codes, hopper plate alignment. Okay, let's go ahead and try this out. Now there's a piece of plastic here. I'll peel that off. And I'll get the power and the display plugged in. So it does have a handle here. I can use that to turn it around. There's a switch here to turn it on and off. The display has a little kickstand. Also has plastic on the front. That will plug in here. Turn that around. Set the display over here. Okay, so I'll turn this on. Turn off my light. Okay, so it's starting out in MDC mode. So I have some cash here, lots of different denominations. I'm going to set that in the hopper. So it counted them all. Here it says 65 pieces at $622. So I can take these out. Let me try that again. Okay, so it counted it a second time. Let's hit detail. Actually, let me clear this out. So I turned off add mode and I hit clear. So let's place these in. Now we can hit detail. Here we go. Now I don't see the glare in person. That's just with my camera at the angle it's at. But here it's showing us the different denominations. So we have one $100 bill, 3 $50 bills, 11 $20 bills, 6 $10 bills, 12 $5 bills, 0 $2 bills, 32 $1 bills. Now this does have other modes. So let me hit escape to clear this. We'll go to, this is just the count mode, so this should say 65, I think. So if you have all of the same denomination, you could count it that way. So we do have the little counter here. So if you're doing this as a service, you could have this pointing towards you, and you could have this pointing towards, say, a customer or someone else, maybe someone doing bookkeeping with you. So here we're in the single denomination mode. So it's going to look at the first denomination, and it's going to kick out anything that does not match it. Okay, so it says there's an error, and we look at it, we had a 20 in there. So we can hit start again. And here we have another 20. So this would be if you pre-sort your denominations and you're just counting them. This will double check your work and pop out anything that doesn't belong. So then again, we have the multi-denomination mode. Let's do one last count on here. Again, messed up bills. Let's put them in backwards. I mean, a lot of these are probably all face forward. Let's put them in backwards. Same number again. So I've run this through many times, and we always get that same number. So let's look at some of the features. So we can do other currencies here. So if we hit, so I'll get out of here. We'll go to currency, and it has the different currencies here. So you can use this for more than just US currency. Let's look at the batch feature. Now if we go to batch, we have batch on. We can change the number here. Set that to 20. So now I'll place these in here. So it's going to batch out 20 at a time. So if we want to wrap these, if they're all the same denomination, this will help facilitate that. So that's the MUNBYN mixed denomination money counter. I really like how easy this is to use. You just place the money in here and it counts it and places it down here. Every time I've counted, it's come up with the same number, so it seems to be very accurate. And my bills are in varying condition, so it seems to deal with lots of different types of bills. So this has counterfeit money detection. It can do different currencies from different countries. If you want to just find out how much money you have, you can do mixed denomination, but if you have it already separated out, you can count it. You can use batch mode to bundle it. A money counter like this would be great for a small business, someone who does flea markets. This would be great for an organization that does fundraising. So if you do fundraising sales, you could use this to count money as it comes in, to count it more accurately and more quickly. Of course, businesses like car washes and laundromats that deal in cash, this would be great for that too. This is a relatively compact unit. It does have a handle if you want to carry it and move it around. And then it has the cover too. If you don't use it frequently and you want to keep it clean, you could use this cover. So if you deal with a lot of cash, a machine like this can be a huge time saver. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.